Some moments in life take your breath away, leaving you speechless and forever changed. These are the moments that etch themselves into your memory, vivid and unyielding, no matter how much time passes. They linger in your mind, resurfacing when you least expect it, reminding you of the beauty and wonder that exists in the world. For me, one such moment unfolded in the heart of the Australian wilderness. I remember it clearly. The sun was dipping low, casting a golden glow across the bush. The air was filled with the gentle sounds of nature, birds calling, leaves rustling, and somewhere in the distance, the soft thump of a kangaroo's leap. The sky glowed with brilliant shades of orange and purple, painting the landscape in colours that seemed almost unreal. The world felt hushed, as if holding its breath for what was about to happen. Then, out of the stillness, a powerful silhouette emerged, a wild kangaroo, standing tall and alert in the open field. There were no fences, no barriers, just the raw, untamed beauty of the land. The kangaroo moved with a strength and grace that was mesmerizing. Every muscle seemed to ripple with energy, yet its presence was calm, almost regal. In that moment, it felt like I was witnessing the very spirit of Australia itself. For a brief second, it felt as though time stood still. It was just me and the kangaroo, sharing a silent conversation in the fading light. There was a sense of mutual respect, a quiet understanding between two beings from different worlds. That encounter was a powerful reminder that we are merely visitors in this ancient land, privileged to witness its wonders. The vastness of the landscape, the age-old rocks and trees, and the wild creatures that call it home, all of it felt sacred. Every step I took to reach that place, every challenge along the way, the heat, the dust, the long trek, suddenly felt worth it. In that instant, all the effort faded away, replaced by a profound sense of gratitude. Watching the kangaroo move, so effortlessly and elegantly, was like seeing nature's perfect design in motion. Its powerful legs propelled it forward with ease, a living testament to adaptation and survival in the wild. That first close encounter stirred something deep within me. It awakened a newfound respect for the wild, and a realization of how important it is to protect these incredible creatures and their habitats. Experiences like this are a lesson in humility and a call to adventure. They urge us to step outside our comfort zones, to seek out the wild places, and to connect with nature in a way that is both meaningful and transformative. In the end, it's these unforgettable sights that remind us of our place in the world and inspire us to cherish and protect it for generations to come. Kangaroos are everywhere in Australia, from remote outback to city outskirts. For guaranteed sightings, visit Kangaroo Island, the Grampians, or Lucky Bay, where kangaroos lounge on white sand beaches. Even near cities like Canberra and Sydney, reserves and national parks offer wild encounters. Dawn and dusk are the best times to spot them grazing. Each region reveals a different species, making every search an adventure. Spotting a kangaroo in the wild is a truly thrilling experience, and for many, it's a highlight of visiting Australia's unique landscapes. These iconic animals are a symbol of the country's untamed beauty, and seeing them in their natural habitat is a privilege that comes with responsibility. While it's natural to feel excited, it's important to remember that respect and caution are absolutely key when encountering kangaroos in the wild. Approaching them carelessly can put both you and the animals at risk. Always keep a safe distance. These powerful animals can be unpredictable, especially if they feel threatened or cornered. Even though they may appear calm, kangaroos are capable of defending themselves with strong kicks and sharp claws. To get a closer look without disturbing them, use binoculars or a zoom lens. This allows you to observe their fascinating behaviors, like grooming, grazing, or caring for their young, without intruding on their space or causing them stress. Move quietly and slowly, avoiding sudden movements or loud noises. Let the animals come to you if they choose, rather than trying to approach them. This patience not only keeps you safe, but also allows for more authentic wildlife encounters. Never feed wild kangaroos. Human food can harm their digestive systems and disrupt their natural diet, leading to health problems and unnatural behaviors. Feeding wildlife also teaches them to associate people with food, which can be dangerous for everyone. When kangaroos become accustomed to being fed, they may become aggressive or dependent on humans, sometimes resulting in tragic outcomes for both people and animals. It's best to admire them from afar and let them find their own food. If you're driving in kangaroo country, especially at dawn or dusk when they're most active, always slow down and stay alert. Kangaroos can leap onto roads unexpectedly, and collisions are common in rural areas. Watch for warning signs along the road and be prepared to brake suddenly if a kangaroo appears. Taking these precautions can save lives, both yours and the animals. The best way to care for kangaroos is to let them remain wild and undisturbed, so they can thrive in their natural environment as they have for thousands of years. By being mindful and respectful, you help protect both yourself and these incredible animals, ensuring that future generations can enjoy the wonder of seeing kangaroos in the wild. Respect and care are the keys to helping kangaroos thrive for generations to come, preserving the magic of Australia's wildlife for all. Kangaroos are marvels of evolution, famous for their energy-efficient hop. Their powerful legs and balancing tail let them cover vast distances with ease. Females can have joeys at 3 different stages at once, thanks to embryonic diapause. Kangaroos live in mobs, offering safety and complex social interactions. Young males box to practice for future dominance. To beat the heat, kangaroos lick their forearms and dig cool spots to rest. These behaviours show their resilience and adaptation to Australia's harsh climate. Watching them reveals a world of strength, play, and survival. Every movement is a testament to their unique place in nature. Observing kangaroos is witnessing evolution in action. A mob of kangaroos is a glimpse into a complex society. Mobs range from a few to over 100, led by a dominant male who defends his group. Confrontations between males can escalate into powerful fights for breeding rights. Females focus on raising joeys, nurturing them in their pouches for months. The maternal bond is vital for the mob's future. Young males eventually leave to find their own place, keeping the gene pool healthy. Social dynamics shift constantly, making every observation unique. Quietly watching a mob reveals dramas of leadership and moments of care. It's a peaceful, fascinating window into kangaroo life. One evening in the Flinders Ranges, as the sun dipped low and painted the rugged hills in gold and purple, I found myself surrounded by the vast, ancient silence of the outback. The air was crisp, carrying the scent of eucalyptus and dry earth, and the only sounds were the distant calls of birds settling in for the night. I chose a spot to camp near a dry creek bed, hoping that the fading light might draw out some of the region's elusive wildlife. There's something magical about setting up camp in such a remote place, where you're truly a guest in nature's domain. As dusk settled in, the shadows lengthened, and the bush seemed to hold its breath. Suddenly, a massive red kangaroo emerged from the scrub, his powerful frame outlined against the twilight. He watched me with intense curiosity, his ears twitching, every muscle alert. For a long moment, we shared a silent standoff. No fear, just a mutual sense of awe and respect. It felt as if time slowed, and the world shrank to just the two of us, each trying to understand the other. Eventually, he seemed to decide I was no threat. With a final, measured glance, he lowered his head and began to graze, his powerful jaws tearing at the tough outback grass. Soon, a female kangaroo appeared, her joey peeking shyly from her pouch, followed by several others. The mob gathered around the big male, moving with a quiet confidence that comes from generations of survival in this harsh land. The dominant male scanned the area, his eyes sharp and protective, making sure his family was safe before relaxing into the evening's calm. I sat quietly, barely daring to breathe, watching their evening routine unfold just meters away. It was a privilege to witness their world up close, without barriers or distractions. The joey, curious and cautious, peeked from the safety of its mother's pouch, while the rest of the group grazed peacefully. their movements unhurried and graceful. In that tranquil moment, I felt humbled, a quiet reminder that respect and patience can open doors to nature's most magical encounters. These are the moments that stay with you long after you leave the bush. No television show or photograph can truly capture the feeling of being there, surrounded by wild creatures in their element, sharing the same space and the same fading light. These experiences are about forging a genuine connection with the wild, a fleeting, beautiful understanding that, for a moment, you are part of something much greater than yourself. Entering the wild, we become part of a delicate ecosystem. Our presence creates ripples, so being a silent observer is an act of respect. Move quietly, stick to trails, and leave no trace. Take only pictures, leave only footprints. Loud noises and litter disrupt animals and damage habitats. By minimizing impact, we allow wildlife to behave naturally. The quieter we are, the more we see and hear. The bush comes alive. It transforms a simple sighting into a deep connection. We learn patience, mindfulness, and appreciation for nature's web. We are part of nature, not apart from it. Seeing a kangaroo in the wild is a privilege we must protect. Habitat loss and climate change threaten their survival. Kangaroos are keystone species, vital for ecosystem health. Protecting them means preserving entire landscapes and countless other species. Support wildlife organizations, choose eco-friendly travel, and advocate for conservation. Every action counts. Small choices add up. The future of kangaroos depends on our willingness to coexist. Let's ensure future generations can experience their wonder. A wild kangaroo encounter leaves a lasting mark. It's more than a memory, it's a connection. These moments remind us what's at stake and why protection matters. Once you've looked into a wild animal's eyes, conservation becomes personal. It transforms us from tourists to guardians of the wild. Seek out these experiences, but do so responsibly and with respect. Let nature's silence humble you and deepen your understanding. These moments shape us and inspire action. Let the image of a kangaroo be a call to protect the wild, support those who defend nature, and raise your voice for the voiceless. Let's keep the wild wild for all who follow in our footsteps.